Are you trying to lose weight, but don't seem to be getting anywhere? You are exercising more and eating healthier, yet nothing is changing. Anyone who has tried to lose weight has likely been exactly where you are, and, in this video, we are going to highlight the 3 main habits that you may be unaware of and are stopping you reaching your goals. Stick around to the end of each habit to find out little tips on how to change them. Habit 1. Allowing cheat meals to turn to cheat weekends. It's finally the weekend, and after 5 days of exercise and salads, you have decided it is time to treat yourself. So you have a couple of drinks on a Friday night while you're catching up with old friends, and before you know it, you have had a couple more than planned. Saturday morning, you wake up slightly hungover and decide to have a bacon sandwich instead of porridge and skip on the morning walk. Saturday's evening meal is your planned cheat meal, so you treat yourself to the works, a starter, a main and a dessert. Not to mention some popcorn on the sofa after with a movie. Sunday rolls around and you grab something on the go in the morning and end up having another blowout dinner with friends or family and some wine. Few chocolates on the sofa, and before you know it, it's Monday again, and you are back on the health kick, ready to rinse and repeat. The problem here is that Saturday's cheat meals spilled out. Like when you open a bottle of Coke and it goes everywhere. To be honest, the above isn't even too much of an issue if you are maintaining weight, but what if you want to lose weight? What steps can you take to try to reduce the cheat weekend to a day or even better, a meal? Can you try to never buy the cookies and popcorn in the first place, so they can't be easily found in the cupboards? If you can, eat before certain events so you can choose your meal or suggest the restaurant. That way you can know what to order from the menu before, which might be slightly healthier and contain less calories. If we condense the cheating to a meal, afternoon or even one day, the damage done will not be so detrimental. Life should still be enjoyed even when you are trying to lose weight. So let us know in the comments, what's your favorite cheat meal after a healthy week? Habit 2. Underestimating calorie intake. Losing weight is the result of a calorie deficit, where essentially you are eating less than you're burning. One way to ensure this happens is by being aware of the calories you are consuming in relation to how many you are burning to reach your goals. When focusing on calories, we often tend to use the main ingredients if cooking, or the total calories provided if ordering. This doesn't always account for the total calorie intake included within the meal. A great example of this is when looking at salad dressings. Salad dressings can contain a lot of calories that we often don't include. We may add up the calorific cost of the solid foods within the salad, however we might not actually include the dressing itself. Many store-bought dressings can contain hundreds of calories and excess sugar we otherwise didn't need and perhaps could have found a better alternative, or even created our own. Another hidden calorie intake that people often don't include is grated cheese. You may be making a chili con carne, spaghetti bolognese, or an omelette. One of the best ways to enhance flavor, and a real guilty pleasure of most of ours, is to add a little bit of cheese. Cheese is a highly calorific addition to any meal, and not counting, it may be the reason why you are not losing weight. Often, the amount of cheese we add is measured only by our internal craving, and therefore the impact can never be counted. Make sure to measure the cheese before you add it to any meal, so you are fully conscious of what you are eating. Other additions to meals, which may not be being counted, are your favorite sauces. Whether you love ketchup or mayonnaise, these all have several calories which likely aren't being counted. Or at least the portion and the count are way off. A bit of ketchup isn't a bad thing, but be aware of how much and how often you are consuming it. Try to go meals without adding sauces, or similarly to dressings, measure the portion. Watch till the end to see the bonus lifestyle choice that could save you calories and help you lose weight. Habit 3. Portion size compounding. One other reason why you may not be losing weight is portion size. You're doing everything correct. You're buying the right foods, you're eating at the right times, and you're really making a conscious effort to lose the weight. However, when you do make your dinner, you are pretty hungry after a long day, and you add that tiny bit of extra rice, you add that bit of extra pasta, you go for the extra chicken breast. Before you know it, the plate is full of food, and you have a mini mountain on your plate. But you were told this food is healthy and will help you lose weight. The problem is, all food contains calories. Even a healthy meal can put you over your calorie count if the portion size is not monitored. Don't let little increases compound over time. It can be frustrating when you are doing everything correctly and still not losing the weight because your portion sizes have crept up slowly over time. Be honest with yourself about the portion size that you make. Don't allow yourself to become starving when plating up or cooking. Another tip is to consume a full glass of water before you eat. Sometimes we can mistake thirst for hunger and eat excessively when we misdiagnosed our thirst. So, you are all set to try to lose those extra few pounds, adapting these simple changes. But what about one more final tip for consuming less calories each day? Please like and subscribe if you find these tips useful, and drop a comment about any of your own tips that might help others going forward. Habit 4. Wasting calories in drinks. Finally, drinks, a bonus calorie intake, which many of us are guilty of and none of us count. Drinks contain so many calories. A beer can contain more than 200 calories. A small Coke can contain 130. A large coffee, 180. If you are trying to lose weight, the chances are you will need to eat less food than previously, or at least you are used to eating. This will make you hungry. Don't waste calories on fizzy drinks and alcohol, which will provide you nothing in terms of filling you up. Imagine your calorie allowance as your pocket money. You only have a certain amount of money to spend each day, and once it's gone, it's gone. You want to try spending your money on things that will fill you up and are good for you. Don't waste your money on nonsense that, whilst it might taste good, really isn't offering you anything of any value and taking chunks out of your daily allowance. Be smart with your calories and save them for foods. In this video, we explained 4 ways you might be consuming more than you thought. And even if only one applies to you, it may be changing that habit that helps you finally lose the weight and reach your goals. If you want to discover more exercises that can help you lose weight, click here, and thank you for watching.